Hello mga kababayan! So ako nga po pala si Mia Gonzalez, isang millennial OFW, and I opted to start from scratch here in Canada and to work as a caregiver. So maraming nagtatanong regarding kung paano ba ang buhay ng isang OFW, paano ang buhay abroad, ano yung mga requirements pag-a-apply abroad, paano maging caregiver. So right now, I made this video to focus more on the major requirements in applying as a caregiver here in Canada and ano yung mga possible expenses na ma-encounter along the way in preparing those major requirements, and I really hope that this video would help. So yeah, let's do it! Alright, so ayun. Before I discuss anything about the major requirements, I would like to clarify lang muna that I don't represent any organization, any agency, or immigration. I just really made this video to share what I know, and hopefully talaga makakatulong po tayo sa inyo. Ano nga ba mag-apply bilang caregiver dito sa Canada, and ano yung mga major requirements? Right now, may bago tayong pilots in applying as a caregiver. I was in the old pathway, but we'll focus more on these two pilots, which is the home child care provider and home support worker. So ayun, kahit saan sa dalawang pilot, you can apply as a caregiver. So, an application to Canada is assessed against 4 major requirements. So, I will further discuss these 4. Sa una muna tayo. Ayan, unang requirement, you make sure that you have a genuine or valid job offer. You must have, ibig sabihin, you must have a job offer that meets all of these requirements. Number 1, the job offer was made using the offer of employment form. Makikita ito sa website ng CIC, which I will be putting the link below. Number 2, the job offer is genuine and likely to be valid when you are issued your work permit. Number 3, the job offer was made by a single Canadian employer, excluding embassy, high commission, or consulate for a position outside the province of Quebec. Number 4, the job must be non-seasonal and for full-time employment only. So, meaning you'll have to work at least 30 paid hours per week. And number 5, the job must be in NOC 4411 or NOC 4412. Ito na yung home child care provider and home support worker occupation. Depende na yun sa inyo kung ano yung gusto nyong applyan. There you go. So, ilalagay ko mamaya dun sa description below kung ano yung job description ng NOC 4411 home child care providers and NOC 4412 home support workers. Ayun. So, number 1 requirement is having a genuine or valid job offer. That's why it matters that makahanap ka muna ng employer mo that would be able to give you a sponsorship. Marami namang ways to find an employer. Actually, I have written an ultimate guide in applying to Canada, and nilagay ko dun yung mga different ways to find an employer, and I will be putting this on my website. So, abangan nyo na lang yung launching ng personal website ko. I will be announcing it on my Facebook page, Mia Gonzalez. So, right now, kung may mga relatives naman kayo dito sa Canada, you can ask for them to find you an employer, because that's, I believe, the easiest. Ayan, number 2 major requirement is proficiency in English. You must have a level of proficiency in English of at least benchmark level 5 in all the 4 language skill areas as set out in the Canadian language benchmarks. So, ano nga ba yung 4 na language skills? They are reading, writing, listening, and speaking. You can take your English language exam through self-pip or IELTS, and you must have at least an overall band score of 5. Sabi nila mas mahirap yung IELTS, but then kung saan ka mas comfortable, dun ka. And ang kailangan lang na i-take is the general test, not the academic one. You can either choose a computer-based or paper-based na test. Yan, depende ulit sa'yo kung hindi ka tech-savvy. You can take the paper-based na test. Kung madali lang sa'yo yung mag-computer, then go for the computer-based exam. Regarding naman sa fee for the language exam, here in Canada, I paid 320 Canadian dollars for the computer-based test. And I think sa Pinas, you can, I think the fee is around 11,300 if I am not mistaken. You can just check it out kung saan yung language testing center na pupuntahan po ninyo. Ayan, regarding naman sa mga review materials, for self-pip or IELTS, I think marami namang available online. Yung sa akin, I took an IELTS and I just did a self-review. If you want a guide specifically for IELTS, I can write a blog on that matter. You can just ask me if you want, just put it in the comment section below. Then I'll do a simple blog about that one. There you go. Now we're on the third major requirement. Yung third na requirement is 1 year post-secondary education. To prove that you meet the required level of education in Canada, you must submit your application evidence of number 1, it is you have a completed Canadian educational credential of at least 1 year of post-secondary studies, or number 2, a completed foreign educational credential, and an educational credential assessment, ECA report, that is issued by an organization designated by the immigration if your educational credential was obtained outside Canada. So you can get your assessment from any of these organizations. Una, SES Toronto. Pangalawa, ICAS Canada. Pangatlo, West Canada. And pang-apat is ICES BCIT. I will put the links to these organizations on the description below, so you can just check it out later on. So, and also, you can check the website of these organizations or contact them directly to find out kung ano yung documents na kailangang isubmit and magkano yung processing cost and gaano katagal yung assessment. The ECA report is valid for 5 years from the date of issue, and based from my experience, so yung sa akin, I had it assessed with West Canada. I paid around 260 Canadian dollars, and I just submitted my transcript of records or TOR. Yeah. Yung education credentials kasi nire-require ng assessing body na yung mismong university or nung school mo, yung mismong school ang magsesend nung document, which is signed and sealed by the administration officer. So, kung hindi naman pwedeng isend ng school or the university, you can have someone from the Philippines or ikaw mismo magsasend, but let your university sign and seal the envelope. And also, you have to make sure that yung mga information dun sa documents mo are accurate and complete. So, walang delay na mangyayari sa assessment mo. Experience-wise, my assessment took 3 months until I get my ECA report from West Canada, and I think that's already the fastest duration you can wait for your ECA report. Ayan, so we're on the last requirement, the 4th major requirement, which is the ability to do the job. Ibig sabihin, you must demonstrate or provide proof that you can able to perform the work described in the lead statement of the occupational description of the NOC. NOC, ibig sabihin, National Occupation Classification. It is a system that assigns a 4-digit code and the job description of every occupation in the Canadian labor market. So, yung NOC ng caregiving is the NOC 4411 and NOC 4412, which are the home childcare providers and home support worker. So, ilalagay ko mamaya dun sa description below yung job description nung dalawang pathways. So, uulitin ko ang ibig sabihin ng 4th requirement na ability to do the job is you must demonstrate or provide a proof that you can be able to perform the work described in the NOC. Ang need mo dito is you must have you can either be a nurse from the Philippines and nagkaroon ka ng experience in caregiving. That would be great. And then kung hindi ka naman nurse and you are far from the medical field, just like me, I am a marketing practitioner sa Pinas, and then I just took a caregiving course for 6 months, and I had a 1-year experience of caregiving. Yan yung dapat i-provide as an evidence or proof that you can able to do the job here as a caregiver in Canada. Alright, there you go. We have tackled the 4 major requirements in order to be eligible to apply as a caregiver in Canada. So, ulitin natin. What are the 4 requirements? Una, you must have a genuine or valid job offer. Dapat makahanap ka ng employer mo. Number 2, you must be proficient in English. So, you must take a CELPIP or IELTS examination wherein you must have an overall band score of 5. Number 3, you must have a 1-year post-secondary education. Sa ating mga Pinoy, we must have or get an educational credential assessment from the organizations that I have mentioned kanina. And number 4, you must have the ability to do the job. Ibig sabihin, mag-provide ka ng proof na kaya mong maging caregiver dito sa Canada. It's either you have a nursing degree back home sa Pinas, or you took or completed the caregiving course offered by TESTA. And also, you need a 1-year experience of being a caregiver sa Pinas or anywhere abroad. Kung nagkaroon ka ng experience as a caregiver sa Hong Kong, Taiwan, that would be great. Also, about sa ebook na ginagawa ko at the moment and yung na-mention ko kanina, it is a complete guide on applying as caregiver here in Canada. And nandun lahat ng journey ko, starting from enrolling sa caregiving until sa nakapunta ako dito. Ano yung mga ginawa ko noon sa caregiving, ano yung mga expenses ko, lahat-lahat nandoon. It is a complete guide for anyone aspiring to apply as a caregiver dito sa Canada. And naglalagay din ako doon ng mga legit sites where to look for an employer and lahat-lahat na. I will be giving it for free. That's why watch out until I launch my personal website. And I really hope it would be of great help to you. So, ayan, before ko tapusin tong video na to, I would like to tell you that life here abroad is not easy and it takes a lot of courage to be here. And as for me, na hindi sanay sa sa mga ganitong trabaho dati sa Pinas, I really find it hard and challenging, but okay naman, kinakaya naman so far. And if mapili ka sa trabaho, I don't think this is for you. But then, kung hindi naman, I think you'll survive. Yan, kaya yan. Alright, that's it. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel for more information like this. And I really, really hope that this helps. If you have questions, just put them down in the comment section and I will try my best to answer your queries at the best of my knowledge. Bye!